This time around, there are 36 different competitors, but there will only be one survivor. It's all the Stardew villagers, but also me and my fiance and the hive mind that is my chat, because I thought that'd be fun. Proceed! As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Leo runs away from the cornucopia, as does Elliot, as does Emily, as does that coward Vincent. Marnie kills Pam as she tries to run, just in broad daylight. Everyone's running away from this mad woman Marnie. Lewis finds a canteen full of water. That's nice. He will use it to give to Marnie, the bloodthirsty queen. Oh, Pam, I really want to feel for you, but at the same time, did anyone expect anything different? Linus grabs a shield, leaning on the cornucopia. Ooh, Linus is shielded up. Kent takes a handful of throwing knives. Oh God, it begins. It begins. Gus runs away from the cornucopia. Haley grabs a sword, as if she has any idea how to use that thing. She probably thinks it's like a nail trimmer. Got her. Mr. Key runs away from the cornucopia. Wizard runs away with a lighter and some rope. M runs into the cornucopia and hides. Oh, M. Oh my God, there's no way that she survives very long. Evelyn grabs a sword. Oh, Granny. Krobus finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Krobus is brutal. Oh God, you can see the bottom of it. There's a 4-person encounter, and it involves the chat. Uh-oh. Chat? Oh, you're lucky. Chat, Maru, Henchman, and Penny share everything they gathered before running. Dude, I thought for a second you guys are gonna be dead immediately. But no, you shared with Maru, Penny, and the Hedgeman. Alex and Demetrius fight for a bag. Alex gives up and retreats. Sebastian runs away from the cornucopia. Dwarf snatches a pair of size. I really should have learned how to say that before starting this video. George clutches a first aid kit and runs away. This is unrelated to the game. He is dying of natural causes. Sam runs away from the cornucopia. Bunch of cowards. Jody runs away from the cornucopia. And like a smart person, I also run away from the cornucopia. Don't say coward Z. It's a smart game plan. And look, I don't want to end up like Pam. You know what I mean? Morris breaks Clint's nose for a basket of bread. Interesting. Shane gathers as much food as he can so that he can pass out later with it on a cliffside. Jazz grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. You idiot child. You idiot child. You should have gone to the library more. Harvey runs away from the cornucopia. Leah runs away from the cornucopia. Abigail runs away. Caroline runs away with a lighter and some rope. M constructs a shack on the inside of the cornucopia? Question mark. Dude, what? Shane and Abigail hunt for other tributes. Uh-oh. Also, I didn't even realize, but it's up on the screen. 2-person encounter. Chat begs for Emily to kill her. She refuses, keeping chat alive. Oh, no, dude. The mental health of chat is starting off not super strong. You guys don't seem very highly motivated to take this one to the end. Leo travels to higher ground so that he can see over literally anybody. He is short. Kent injures himself, practicing with his throwing knives, presumably. Dwarf tries to spearfish with a trident. God, Dwarf is kind of terrifying. Sebastian tries to sleep through the entire day. We just got here. What are you talking about? Alex explores the arena. Did you guys forget that we're killing each other? Sebastian's taking a nap. Alex is exploring. Meanwhile, the dwarf has spears. Sebastian not changing his schedule. Maru steals from Harvey while he isn't looking. Dude, I feel like Harvey gets taken advantage of more than any other NPC. Jazz hunts for other tributes. Uh-oh. I'm involved in a big thing. Leah, Linus, Z, Marnie, and Lewis hunt for other tributes. Thank God I'm still alive, dude. It's so nerve-wracking being on a line with a bunch of people like that. Sam injures himself. Henchman receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. The sponsor is me, dude. I love the Henchman. Caroline receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Who was sending Caroline anything, dude? Gus receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Evelyn severely injures Jody, but puts her out of her misery. Oh my God. Savage Evelyn. Chat, hear me out. That is the first of many of Evelyn's kills. Penny tries to spearfish with a trident. Wizard begs for George to kill him. He refuses, keeping Wizard alive. Dude, Wizard begged for the only being on planet Earth older than him to kill him. Demetrius receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Clint fishes. Interesting. Elliot scares Haley off. Also unrelated to the Hunger Games. He was just trying to spit some game. Haley was not interested. Oh no. Krobus and Vincent threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. Wait, they threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. I don't understand what just happened, but they're both dead. No one knows what's going on, but one person in the chat said, Vincent's dead, let's go! I don't care what happened. That demon spawn of a child is dead, and we're moving on. Mr. Key injures himself. Morris receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Bang, 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 bang. Sam defeats Dwarf in a fight, but spares his life. Maru and Elliot talk about the tributes still alive. They're gossiping. They're actually just out here gossiping for no reason. M and more... Yo! M and Morris huddle for warmth?
I'm I have no words to defend myself. That is horrifying on many levels.
I would understand if you picked Shane or someone else, but Morris?
I don't know what to say.
Goodbye. We'll talk later. Morris is cute, not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep moving on before anyone else says something else that they're gonna regret. Leah receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Oh my God, here I am getting into an altercation. I swear if Haley murders me, I am never going to talk to this woman again. I'd like to apologize. I think I was a little harsh on you earlier about the Morris thing. It's really stressful out here. You know,
it is really, no, that's no excuse.
People will do things when they're stressed that they don't mean.
That's not a very good excuse.
I'm sorry. This arena's probably cold. It was a warmth thing.
You said you didn't even like her.
I gotta go. Lewis lets Linus into his shelter. How cute. Mr. Key passes out from exhaustion. Honestly, so far, Mr. Key not really living up to the expectations. Clint tries to sing himself to sleep. God, the thought of that man singing himself to sleep. Evelyn tries to sing herself to sleep. It's like in one of those Disney movies where it's like a stove. Oh, it's SpongeBob. It's SpongeBob is what I'm thinking of. This is Evelyn and Clint right now. This kitchen's not the same without you. All right, big event right now. I can already see the top of George's bald head is involved in this. Oh, George, Demetrius, Sebastian, Marnie, and Leo sleep in shifts. Kent and Abigail huddle for warmth, just for warmth. It's fine. Alex, Jazz, and Emily discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. I like the gossipers. Shane tries to sing himself to sleep. Shane, you're not involved in the funny thing I did earlier. Wizard and Harvey huddle for warmth. Whoa. Chat receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. It's them. They are the sponsor. Ew. Kent and Abigail. Someone said ew, and then the immediate next chat said jail, period. Gus tries to sing himself to sleep. There you go, Shane. You got a partner. Penny receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Caroline goes to sleep. Henchman tends to his wounds. Is anybody gonna die? Day 2. Penny searches for a water source. Emily stalks Harvey in a weird turn of events. Wizard and Marnie fight Jazz and Elliot. Wizard and Marnie survive. Wait. Wizard and Marnie survived Jazz and Elliot. Oh my God. Marnie brutally murdered her daughter and Elliot was there. Dude, that's crazy. Holy, dude, Marnie's cracked. She said district loyalty over blood, fam. Another enthusiastic. Jazz is dead. Let's go. Abigail sprains her ankle while running away from Mr. Key. Dude, Mr. Key is not a threat, Abigail. You did not need to run from him. Sebastian constructs a shack. I think that's our 3rd shack of the round. Evelyn discovers a river. That's cool. Evelyn murdered someone in cold blood and then discovered a river to dump the body. Lewis pushes Sam off a cliff during a knife fight. Okay, so the most brutal murder has a new leader. It's Lewis pushing someone off a cliff. Okay, never mind. Murdering your daughter or niece? It's her niece. That's what it is. That's definitely a little bit more brutal than the cliff thing, but geez. Clint hunts for other tributes. Morris chases henchmen. Maru hunts for other tributes. Leah collects fruit from a tree. Haley collects fruit from a tree. They're on opposite sides of the tree, but they can't see each other because of the trunk. George receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. M makes a slingshot. That's a little scary. Caroline discovers a river. Linus tends to Gus's wounds. That's very in character for Linus. Shane tries to sleep through the entire day. Again, nothing has changed. Leo makes a slingshot. Demetrius accidentally detonates a landmine while... Dog, come on, man. He's sitting there fiddling with this thing.
And he's probably like, all right, so if I just connect the red wire to the red port, and if I twist the yellow wire around the white wire, then this should be all good.
And then he probably got distracted thinking about whether a tomato is a fruit or a vegetable and blew himself up. Dwarf sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Alex searches for firewood. Kent searches for firewood. Chat searches for a water source. Z sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Me and the dwarf both. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Bang, 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 bang. Lint and Clinus run into each other and decide to truce for the night as he goes to sleep. Sebastian, Mr. Key, and George discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Somebody kills somebody. There's 36 of us and like 8 people have died. Marnie cooks her food before putting her fire out. Lewis, Haley, and M discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Stop discussing what might happen and start happening. Wizard, Harvey, and Morris and Kent tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Are we doing the Hunger Games or am I mistaken? Alex kills Maru with a hatchet. That's what I'm talking about, Alex. Thank you for taking some initiative. Leah receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Penny quietly hums. Shane sees a fire but stays hidden. Gus, Henchman, and Chat cheerfully sing songs together. Gus, Henchman, and Chat cheerfully sing songs together. Maru just got murdered with the hatchet and you guys are cheerfully singing a song with Gus and a green dude. Leo shoots an arrow at Emily but misses and kills Caroline instead. That's the kind of action we're looking for. Dwarf tends to his wounds. Evelyn questions her sanity. Probably because of living with George, am I right? Abigail receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Z receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. That has your name written on it, chat. I killed you last time. I will kill you again. Lewis goes hunting. Henchman scares Alex off. Harvey receives an explosive. Mr. Key dies of dysentery. Mr. Key, you have by far the worst run of this game so far. Pathetic performance. Linus discovers a river. Clint injures himself. Clint, you're right there behind him though. Dwarf also questions his sanity. Emily dies from an infection. We have sung songs and hummed and cuddled for so long that people are dying of natural causes. Leo picks flowers after shooting Caroline in the head with an arrow. Sebastian makes a slingshot. M picks flowers. Haley begs for Penny to kill her. Oh my God, I've never seen that ending. Every other time it's always been no. Penny was like, all right, killed Haley. Chat steals from Kent while he isn't looking. That's dangerous. Morris diverts Evelyn's attention and runs away. Dude, Evelyn is questioning her sanity. What are you diverting her attention for? Leah camouflages herself in the bushes. George is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Marnie discovers a river. Gus, Wizard, and Abigail hunt for other tributes. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Bang, 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 bang. Leah thinks about winning. A very good strategy. First thing you gotta do is visualize it. Shane attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Linus fends Morris, Clint, and Henchman away from his fire. Wizard climbs a tree to rest. Alex is awoken by nightmares. Penny destroys George's supplies while he is asleep. That's brutal, dude. Penny will oblige you of your request to murder you if you're feeling suicidal, and she'll just destroy your supplies just for the fun of it. She could have stolen them and had them, but she would rather just George not have them. Penny is aggressive. Abigail looks at the night sky. Chat defeats Kent in a fight but spares his life. Chat, don't get too full of yourselves, all right? I got medical supplies. Gus bashes M's head. That's my fiance, dog. I will kill you. Gus, I will kill you in the same way that you killed M. Evelyn climbs a tree to rest. Marnie sets an explosive off, killing Leo. That is Marnie's second kill of a person under the age of 13. Sebastian tries to treat his infection. Lewis receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Dwarf goes to sleep. Harvey passes out from exhaustion. Penny goes hunting. Marnie steals from Z. Dude, I'm just glad she didn't kill me, man. Morris and Harvey work together for the day. Abigail receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Linus constructs a shack. Kent receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Alex receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. God, stop hunting for other tributes. Lewis discovers a river. Chat travels to higher ground. Wizard shoots a poisonous blow dart into Sebastian's neck, slowly killing him. Wasn't the wizard like not doing anything before this? I don't even think the wizard showed any sort of signs of being a threat at all up until this point, but now he's tasted blood. Leah collects fruit from a tree. Henchman fishes. Evelyn searches for firewood. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. You're unsure if they're cannon shots or the sound of M's head bashing against a rock. I'm real sorry about that. That does stink to be in the club dead. Gus defeats Z in a fight but spares his life. I'm on thin ice. Evelyn convinces Leah to snuggle with her. What a strong open to night 4. Kent sets up camp for the night. Wizard begs for Alex to kill him. He refuses, keeping Wizard alive. Henchman attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Morris receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Lewis defeats Dwarf in a fight but spares his life. Clint attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Penny and Linus tell stories about themselves to each other. That's cute. Chat tries to sing herself to sleep. I'm so not worried about you guys. Abigail convinces Harvey to snuggle with her. Didn't Abigail steal from Harvey before or chase him away or something? Wait, what did they do before? Okay, that one's not jail. They are the same age. You just don't like Harvey. You just don't like Harvey's mustache. George cries himself to sleep. Excellent. Shane cooks his food before putting his fire out. Marnie looks at the night sky. Clint overhears Leah and Shane talking in the distance. Marnie tends to Henchman's wounds. Abigail thinks about home. Gus is pricked by thorns while picking berries. George questions his sanity. Wizard runs away from Linus. Lewis, Penny, and Harvey get into a fight. Penny triumphantly kills them both. Who is Abigail going to snuggle with now? Bro, Penny is bloodthirsty. Holy, this is coming out of nowhere, man. Dwarf receives fresh food. Dwarf has done nothing but receive gifts from sponsors. You guys like the dwarf too much. Chat makes a slingshot. Oh God. Evelyn and Z split up to search for resources. Okay, thank God. I thought we were gonna cuddle. I would have rather died than cuddled with Evelyn. Kent overhears Morris and Alex talking in the distance. 2 cannon shots can be heard. Bang, bang. Kent screams for help. No one answers. Shane does some stuff. Abigail starts a fire. Chat thinks about home. Leah begs for Alex to kill her. He refuses, keeping Leah alive. Dude, I'm telling you, man, that was brutal. Penny is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Uh-oh. Henchman receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Clint tends to his wounds. Gus shoots an arrow into George's bald head. There it is, dude. There it is. That bald spot probably reflected the sun and Gus saw him from a mile away. Z lets Dwarf into his shelter. That's smart. Dwarf has so much stuff. Linus sees a fire but stays hidden. Oh my God. Wait. Z begs for Henchman to kill him. I'm not doing well. Chat defeats Clint in a fight but spares his life. Oh my God, such a merciful round. Marnie tries to spear with fish with a trident. Dwarf searches for water. Gus tracks down and kills Abigail. Gus, back-to-back kills. Back-to-back kills on the same day. He killed George and then he killed Abigail right after. Gus on a killing spree. Alex explores the arena. Kent stalks Evelyn. Linus sets off an explosive, killing Leah and Shane. Linus had had enough. He was like, I was just trying to live out in the outdoors, just trying to have a good time, and you guys wouldn't stay away from my fire. Morris silently snaps Penny's neck. Oh my god, dude! So many brutal things just happened. Morris came up behind Penny and went... Dude, 5 cannon shots. Bang, 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 bang. Linus tries to treat his infection. Clint and Gus talk about the tributes still alive. Dude, Gus just brutally killed 2 people and now he's just chit-chatting with Clint. Marnie and Wizard run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Who did kill M? Was it Gus? Was it Gus? Yeah, Gus killed M too. Oh my god. Dude, chat, we need to have an alliance. We need to take Gus out of this game. Alex, Kent, and Evelyn cheerfully sing songs together. Henchman poisons Dwarf's drink. He drinks it and dies. The dwarf got too used to receiving handouts. This one killed him. Morris sets up camp for the night. Chat, what did I just say about we need an alliance? That's what I'm talking about. We're on the same page here. Gus will be defeated. No, never talk about this. Never talk about this ever again, okay? This is a one-time thing. Relax, relax, okay? Marty strangles Chat with a rope. Oh my god. What you guys thought was an intimate moment was actually me consoling you in your final hours on Earth. Oh, dude, Marnie will kill the children and she will kill you all too. Henchman destroys Kent's memoirs out of spite. Dude, oh my god. Oh my god, this is insane. Gus decides not to go to the feast. That's good. Alex, Wizard, and Evelyn confront each other but grab what they want to slowly avoid conflict. Linus strangles Clint after engaging in a fist fight. Dude, Linus is also very scary. Morris decides not to go to the feast. I don't go to the feast. Alex is unable to convince Morris to not kill him. So Alex is dead. Oh, that sucks for Alex. Wizard tries to spearfish with a trident. Kent shoots an arrow at Evelyn but misses and kills Henchman as he hunts for other tributes. I'm on the offensive now. Gus constructs a shack. Marnie and Linus split up to search for resources. 5 cannon shots. Oh my god. Oh, the cannon shots. Bang, 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 bang. Wizard accidentally steps on a landmine. Linus sees smoke rising in the distance, decides not to investigate. Marnie discovers a cave. Kent severely slices Gus with a sword. I think that's a death for Gus. That's big, dude. That's big. Z explores the arena. I thought it said Z explodes for a second. I was very scared. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Bang, bang, bang. Kent thinks about home. Linus receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Evelyn receives clean water. Marnie's unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Z thinks about home. Nothing happened. Z runs away from Linus. Kent sets off an explosive, killing Marnie and Evelyn. I am in the final 3. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Bang, bang. It's literally down to just me, Kent, and Linus right now. Z ambushes Kent and kills him. Come on, baby, it's me versus Linus. I can do this. I can so do this. This is it. This is literally the end of it. Day 9. Wait, what happened? What happened to Linus? Wait, Linus is dead? I didn't even read the first part. Linus ate berries. I won. I won. Oh, yes, dude. I am the best Stardew Valley villager. Wow. I only had 1 kill and it was at the very, very end. All right, well, hey, what can I say? I mean, I'm pretty cracked at Hunger Games and, you know, after knowing these people for so long, you gotta play the long con. I ran away in the beginning and all came back. You only need 1 kill. You only need the 1 kill.